Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, today I'm going to do the MCQ for Introduction to Law. This is part 2 guys. There's also part 1 if you haven't seen it. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe for more videos to come. I'm also going to be uploading the part 3 for this module. So let's begin with question number 1. Question number 1. Indicate the incorrect statement. Number 1. Jurists all agree that the concept of law is easy to define. Number 2. The law has to change and adapt as society changes. Number 3. The law has to balance different interests of different individuals. Number 4. Morals and religious norms may sometimes overlap with legal norms. So guys, here the correct answer is number 1, which says jurists all agree that the concept of law is easy to define. So let me underline guys the answer. Question number 2. Consider the following two statements. A. Every right has a twofold relationship. Firstly, the relation between a legal subject and his or her legal object, and secondly, the relation between a legal subject and holder of the right and other legal subjects. B. The connection between law and right is twofold. Firstly, the law prescribes what the content of a right is, and secondly, the law prescribes what the limits to the content of rights are. Which option is correct? Number 1, A and B are correct is correct. Number 2, A and B are incorrect. Number 3, A is correct, B is incorrect. Number 4, A is incorrect, B is correct. So guys, here the correct answer is number 1, which says A and B is correct. Question 3. The term private law refers to the number 1, body of legal rules that derives from the deciding of court cases. Number 2, body of rules that seeks to regulate the relationship between individuals. Number 3, body of rules that seeks to regulate the relationship between the state and its citizen. Number 4, legal principle which state that a person has a right to privacy. So guys, here the correct answer is number 2, which says body of legal rules that seeks to regulate the relationship between individuals. Question 4. Which of the following is traditionally classified as a division of the public law? Number 1, law of contract. Number 2, law of successions. Number 3, administration. Number 4, conflict of laws. So guys, here the correct answer is administration. Question 5. What does the doctrine of a precedent mean? Number 1, judges are bound by statuses. Number 2, judges must decide cases on the fact of the case. Number 3, judges must not apply the law as set out in courts of the same standing. Number 4, judges must apply the law as set out in previous decisions of higher courts. So guys, the correct answer is number 4, which says judges must apply the law as set out in previous decisions of higher courts. Question 6. What does the ratio deterrent of a court refers to? Number 1, a statement made by the judge in passing. Number 2, the reason for the court's decision of the case. Number 3, the principle whereby lower courts are bound by the decisions of higher courts. Number 4, a principle of a case which is more broadly formulated by the judges. So guys, here the correct answer is number 2, which says the reason for the court's decision of the case. Question 7. Consider the following two statements. A. The Bill of Rights in the cornerstone of democracy in South Africa, and no right in the Bill of Rights may be limited. Number 2, B. In terms of the supremacy of the Constitution, only the President of South Africa is not subject to the Constitution. Which option is correct? Number 1, A and B are correct. Number 2, A and B are incorrect. Number 3, A is correct, B is incorrect. Number 4, A is incorrect, B is correct. So guys, here the correct answer is number 2, which is A and B are incorrect. Question 8. What are the 3 sections of branches called that the powers of the state re-separated into? Number 1, national, provincial, local levels of government. Number 2, legislative, executive, and judicial authority of the state. Number 3, public protector, human rights commission, and commission for gender equality. Number 4, magistrate court, higher court, and the Supreme Court of Appeal. So guys, here the correct answer is number 2, which says legislative, executive, and judicial authority of the state. Question 9. Read the following statement and choose the correct option. In South Africa, all legislation may be challenged in terms of the Constitution in the court and changed or removed if it is found to be inconsistent with the Constitution. Option 1, true. 2, false. So guys, here the correct answer is number 1, which is true. Question 10. Indicate the incorrect statement. In the Bill of Rights, non-derogable rights include those rights which, number 1, are entirely protected by the Constitution. Number 2, are to a certain extent protected by the Constitution. Number 3, are never protected by the Constitution. Number 4, may never be infringed or suspended by the state. So guys, here the correct answer is number 4, which is may never be infringed or suspended by the state. Question 11. Indicate the correct statement. Number 1. In all criminal cases, the wrongdoer is punished by the state. Number 2. All criminal cases are heard in magistrate court. Number 3. In a criminal case, a defendant must prove that he is innocent. Number 4. In a criminal case, the prosecutor must prove that the defendant is guilty beyond reasonable doubt. So guys, here the correct answer is number 4, which says in a criminal case the prosecutor must prove that the defendant is guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Question 12. Formal law refers to, number 1, the rules that determines how court cases are decided. Number 2, legislation that governs human conduct. Number 3, the part of the law that determines the meaning of legal rules. Number 4, the part of the law that deals with the relationship between individuals. So guys, the correct answer is number 1, which says the rules that determines how court cases are decided. Question 13. Which of the following statements pertaining to the connection between law and right is incorrect? Number 1, the law balances the interest of individuals. Number 2, the law detects what the content of the right is. Number 3, the content of a right is limited. Number 4, a right refers to a moral principle. So guys, here the correct answer is number 1, 4, which says a right refers to a moral principle. Question 14. What did the reception of Roman law in the Netherlands cause? Number 1, the creation of common Western legal tradition. Number 2, the creation of common European legal tradition. Number 3, the creation of the Roman Dutch law. Number 4, the creation of the Dutch law. So guys, the correct answer is number 3, which is the creation of the Roman Dutch law. Question 15. The following legal disciplines falls within public law. Number 1, international law, administrative law, criminal law. Number 2, mercantile law, constitutional law, law of obligation. Number 3, family law, law of succession, law of patrimony. Number 4, international law, law of procedure, criminal law. So guys, the correct answer is number 3, which is family law, law of succession, law of patrimony. Question 16. In which chapter of the Constitution will you find the Bill of Rights? Number 1, Chapter 1. Number 2, Chapter 2. Number 3, Chapter 3. Number 4, none of the above. So guys, here the correct answer is number 2, which is Chapter 2 of the Constitution. Question 17. Consider the following case reference and complete the following sentence by choosing the correct option. In the case of Nori Another versus France, 1998, 4 SA 539 SCA 1998 refers to the year in which the case, number 1, case was decided, number 2, case was commenced, number 3, case was reported, number 4, case was postponed. So guys, the correct answer is number 3, which says case was reported. Question 18. The Constitution has set up a number of state institutions to support our democracy. Which of the following is not such an institution? Number 1, the South Africa Revenue Service. Number 2, the Commission for Gender Equality. Number 3, the Electoral Commission. Number 4, the Auditor General. So guys, the correct answer is number 1, which says the South Africa Revenue Service. Question 19. In which section of the Constitution will you find the limitation clause? Number 1, Section 9, 2, Section 18, 3, Section 36, 4, none of the above. So guys, here the correct answer is number 4, which is none of the above. You can find the limitation clause in Section 36 only. Question 20. The opposite parties in a criminal case can possibly be known as: number 1, plaintiff and accused. Number 2, applicant and defendant. Number 3, appellant and respondent. Number 4, state and defendant. So guys, here the correct answer is number 4, which says state and defendant. Question 21. Which one of the following is an example of a real right? Number 1, copyright. Number 2, servitude. Number 3, a right to good name. Number 4, a contractual obligation. So guys, the correct answer is number 3, a right to good name. Question 22. Some of the areas of law falls within both public law and private law. Which area is odd one out? The correct answer is number 4, which is the law of contract. Question 23. The principle in South Africa law which determines that lower courts are bound by the decisions of higher court is known as the principle of 1, ratio deterrent. Number 2, hierarchy of courts. Number 3, judicial president. Number 4, separation of powers. So guys, here the correct answer is number 3, which is judicial president. Question 24. Which fundamental right is the odd one out? Number 1, the right to freedom and security of the person. Number 2, the right to human dignity. Number 3, the right to education. Number 4, the right to freedom expression. So guys, the correct answer is number 3, which is the right to education. Question 25. The opposite parties in a civil case can possibly be known as: number 1, plaintiff and accused. Number 2, applicant and defendant. Number 3, appellant and respondent. Number 4, defendant, advocate. So guys, the correct answer is number 1, which says the plaintiff and accused. Guys, good luck with your exams.